Alright, everybody, welcome to the 5 Minute Manga for Mononoke Sharing, a series by Cool Kyosinja, the same author as Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. You can see a lot of his writing style is pervasive throughout in the wacky antics that they get up with. The only difference is this series is more geared towards ecchi, while Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is on the whole, more wholesome experience. But we do have a lead character that has some Yuri bait with one of the other harem. Well, it's not really a harem. One of the other female members, which is always nice. For a rating, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. And now this might sound like blasphemy to people who have read it because it's actually a pretty good series. But there are just a couple of things that I think really hold this series back in its presentation of these characters and the steps it takes to the world that we find ourselves in. Alright, now for the pros and cons. For the pros, we got a small cast of about 6 members, I believe. And it's very tight-knit, very, you know what each person's going to do. You know the interactions that they have with their other group mates, so it's not too complex or it's not an overflow of characters that just drowns each other out. You get a good time with each of the characters. Another pro, I'm going to say, is that it's short. It's only 4 volumes, so you could easily pick this up for like $30-$40 if you really wanted to. It's nice and sweet, nice and short, doesn't take too much investment. Another pro is it has amazing full-page spreads and ecchi scenes that really make buying the physical copy worth it, because just seeing those in real life, it's like, wow, this guy is very talented. And lastly, on the pros, we have the puns, in which one joke that actually made me laugh out loud in the story is a joke by the character with the extendable neck. I totally forgot her name. Kuro, I think. And anyways, she she says that a pope goes to a noodle shop and orders a bowl of noodles, and he says, "Wow, these are the best bowl of noodles I've ever had." And the noodle shop owner responds with, "Raw men." Woo! It's stuff like that that keeps me coming back to the series, let me tell you. Now, got to go into the cons. There's this whole there's a whole chapter dedicated to Yuki controlling her powers, but she can't, and whenever she doesn't, she farts really loud. Like, it's not super funny the first time, and they like repeat it twice within the chapter, and I'm like, okay. This isn't it, Chief. So that chapter, -1 immediately. Minus another one, because it's so goddamn short. And they reveal all this interesting stuff in the end, where Momi turns out to be the creator of all Mononoke, and that's cool. I want to get to know this character more, but no, it just ends with, oh yeah, everyone knows Mononoke are real now. They're integrating to human society. Happy ending. But I would have liked to see that transition actually played out on the page. Of course, I can't. That's just comes with the territory of a short manga. So, it has its pros and its cons. I wanted to include one of each. And for the last con, its characters are kind of flat. Like, there's not much change. There's not a dynamic cast of characters in the story. They pretty much all stick to a couple of tropes, and there's not much variation from there. And for now, the summary. A high school student comes across an apartment near a school for dirt cheap rent. One catch: it's filled with Mononoke, powerful supernatural beings who are trying to blend into human society. While Chiata, our main heroine, navigate this world of supernatural beings she finds herself in. On the way, you meet plenty more monster girls. It's your typical monster girl of the week kind of format. And they move around from place to place as they introduce more and more characters. It's a tried and true formula, but I think it really works here, which is why it's a 7 out of 10, because it has such a good, solid base storyline and plot structure. For the power levels, Momi-san is easily at 20,000, just because she has power to create life. Like, that's pretty OP. And she's also like an ancient devil from time immemorial that got stuck on Earth. Like, it's pretty crazy. Yuki, we see her full potential. I think she can be at like 5,000 when we see her battle her sister, I think, in the ice sculpture contest. Because to create things of that magnitude, you need to be able to have some foresight and be able to manipulate matter. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. A like, comment, and subscribe. This has been West Easy with another 5-minute manga on Mononoke sharing. West Easy out.